Today we're doing an unboxing from Luvme hair. So I know I'm gonna put the details of the hair down below. But I know it's like a balayage type style. And okay, so when you open it, it's like this, which is very cute. I love this little bag that they give you to store the hair in. It's so cute. So before we look at the wig, we're just gonna look at the stuff that's in the box. So I'm just gonna take this little paper out, and you get these 3 things sitting in a box. So you get a small little booklet thing: how to take care of your hair / wig, how to use your hair / wig, FAQs about products usage, and then return and refund. And then they have their contact information down below. So they also give you 2 new wig caps. And then they give you this little pouch with their brand name. I don't know if you can see. But inside of here, oh, you get a little elastic band, which this is more than likely to sew onto the wig to make it tighter, because that's too small to be an elastic band to go across your hair. But they give you what are these, bobby pins, hair pins? No, bobby pins are when they're open. These are hair pins. They give you hair pins. They give you a cute little hair clip. Oh, this is like terrible since I got my ring light on, but yeah, it's super cute. Tweezers, and it has their logo on it. A satin, I don't know what I was about to call this, but it comes with a satin wrap with their brand name, which is very useful because I definitely don't have one of those. And then they give you an edge brush, and it's very soft with the comb side. And I actually needed a new one of these, so thank God. But straight out the box, this is the hair. It is so cute. And it's like super soft. And it doesn't have like, you know, like processed hair, where it has like that chemically smell. I don't like that. But it doesn't have a smell. Yeah, no. It is very soft. Soft all the way down to the ends, and then your ends are thick too, because I don't like how some places the ends start to like thin out. It's thick throughout, which is very nice. So like I said, oh, so it comes with what is this, elastic band, but it clips into the wig to you know, make it tighter or fit. It comes with combs. I'm more than likely gonna take the combs out because I just don't use them. And it also comes with this adjustable to make it tighter in the back. Okay, let me show y'all how it looks straight out the box, for if somebody who doesn't want to do customization or don't know how. Look how this. Okay, so you won't be able to get the full view because of my glasses, but I didn't tighten it in the back. But for the most part, it fits very nice. And I don't know the exact length on this, but I'll make sure I put it in the description. Okay, so now that we have the hair pushed back, I just use my She Is Bomb hair wax stick from my local beauty supply store, and I just smooth it along the roots of the hair. And I just take my hot comb again to just really smooth everything back, and it lays it down so good. Okay, so now that we have it smooth, I'm going to start the plucking process. I really don't have a specific way that I pluck, so I won't be able to show you guys that. I try to get like a method and have a detailed way, but I'm still actually figuring out a good plucking method that works for me. Um, you know, give it the more natural look, I'm guessing. But yeah, I just keep it in the middle part, and I don't pluck my parts. I leave my parts how they are. Sorry that I have to switch over to voiceover for the time being, but I'm just taking the hair from the back and putting it over the tracks to cover it. And I'll just be using my hot comb and my wax stick to smooth everything down so everything is just flat. So now that I have everything flat, I'll be using my Mazzani Thermo Smooth Spray. It's good for heat protected and shine. So now that the spray is sprayed throughout the hair, I'll be taking my flat irons, which are the Paul Mitchell Pro Tools, and I use it on the highest degree, which is 410. So I just wanted to show y'all how straight and how flat that I got this one side. And it was very flowy, and I didn't have any shedding or tangling throughout this process. Overall, this hair is really a 10 out of 10. As you can see how straight I got it, and it still has its shine, flowiness, no tangles, no shedding. It has a very great quality lace that is easy to work with, and it will just be a perfect install all around. So now that we're about to start the install part of this process, I'm going to take those combs out like I showed you before, and I'm going to take some very small scissors and make sure I'm cutting the thread and not any other part of the wig. So that's why with this part you want to take your time and just make sure you're cutting the thread that's connected to the comb. So now that we have the combs out of the wig, I'm just going to take my spritz and my edge brush to smooth my edges back to get them prepped for the bald cap. And I'm sorry if you hear my baby in the back, she has hiccups. But yeah, we're just going to prep our hairline for the bald cap method. Hey guys, so I actually been able to come on here to, talk. I had to do a voiceover for the other part because, yeah, my daughter was woke and she was not having it. So I didn't want to keep starting a video, stopping, or keep doing other stuff. But, basically, I use the spritz. The one that I have is the Super Hold Spritz Hairspray. You could get it at any of your local beauty supply stores. If not, you can use the Got To Be Free spray, but I just like the way that holds my hair. So I slicked my hair back and I actually used the edge brush that they gave me. So now I'm going to use a cap. I have like this nude one that I got from the hair store. And then we're going to cut holes for the ears. So now that I have a new cap on, I'm gonna take my Ghost Bond Platinum Glue. I got this at my local beauty supply store because it's a big tube and that's what I need. And I'm literally just gonna put it right in front of my hairline. But I put the tip like literally against my head and I just go across. So I'm gonna look down so I could see what I am doing. But yeah, I just go along my hairline. Now that it's clear and dry, we're just going to start cutting it off. And you're gonna wanna try to get as close to the glue as you can. So, okay, so let me cut up to there so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So you see how if you try to cut as close as you can, you'll literally get the, you won't get too much of this new cap down here. You'll get the part where it's actually blended into your skin. And I don't know why my thing keeps, one moment y'all. Okay, I'm back and my phone is actually fixed now. But I think my phone kept dimming because I had the power saver on. So yeah, you see how when you don't try to get as close as you can, you'll get that piece. You could go back and cut it off if you're worried about being precise, but I just put makeup over it and I'm fine with that. So now that we have that cut off, I'm going to use my Ruby Kisses cream foundation. And I have a couple of different shades, but this is 11 and then this one's 12. I'm not really sure which one I used to use because I haven't done my hair in a while. So since I don't know, I'm gonna go with the 11 first and go with the darkest shade on 11. And we'll see if this matches. That looks good. Let me see what the darker one looks like. So I'm going with, not the darker one. I'm going with the lightest one in 12. We're gonna see how I feel about that. Okay, now I'm gonna use the darkest one in 11. I like that one way better. I don't know, the 12 seemed like, I don't know. It's not really a huge difference. Did I cut myself? Oh no, that's a bump, I think. But yeah, so the Ruby Kisses, I like it a lot because it's just great. And I like putting it on the lace as well, but the way that the lace blended into my skin, I actually might not need it. I'm gonna see once it's time to put it on. Okay, so now that we have our ball cap done, our wig is prepped. This is the time to, you know, put your lace on, see if it fits your, make sure if it's, well, you should already make sure if it's your head, but the skin, I mean the lace, make sure it matches your skin. And this will be the time where you would tint it with the makeup shade that you used. I usually put a lighter shade on first, and then once I install it, if I see that it's light, because you want to also see how your hair looks from an angle if you look sideways, and see if you could see the makeup basically, and then you'll cover it up with a darker shade over top. But this will be the time to decide if you want to keep the elastic band in and to adjust the back. So since I took my combs and everything out, I'm gonna try it on. Okay, so far I liked how it fit. It fits very tight, and if I wanted to wear it glueless, that's something that I could feel like I could do. So, and then you want to make sure, like, if you want to do any additional plucking, because I like to pluck when it's off of my head. I usually don't pluck when it's on my head unless I see something that I don't like. But this is your time to look at your wig, make sure everything's looking how you want it, make sure it's actually gonna fit. So once I cut this off, I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna do a glueless install or if I'm gonna add glue, because the way that it fits very snug, and like this isn't going nowhere. So they definitely did a great job with that. So we'll see. So now that I like how it's fitting, I don't have to adjust anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to cut the lace off. And if you're a beginner and you don't feel comfortable with cutting your lace off and installing it, then I suggest keeping the lace on. And okay, so let me see. Instead of me cutting the whole lace off, I'll only cut out like the middle section that's here, so you guys can get an understanding. And let me stand up so y'all can see. Okay, so when cutting, I hope you're able to see, you're gonna want to just go straight up into the lace. And I suggest getting some small scissors. I have these, but then I also have these. These are actual like surgical scissors that I got from when I was in the hospital. But yeah, you just want to order some scissors. So I move my scissors like this, but you just want to go in the dips and divots of the hair. But that's why I like the small scissors, because it doesn't cut it straight across, if you could see that. Because if you cut it straight across, you're going to get that wiggy look, and then you'll be able to tell. So you're going to want to go across, and if you're not experienced, I suggest maybe sitting this on something so you could see where you're cutting, to make sure you don't cut hairs. Like if you cut a few, then that's fine, but okay, you see I kind of went straight across right there. So if I notice that I do that, just go back up and, you know, clean it up. So let me cut this side going up. Okay. I'm so sorry guys if y'all can't see. I'm like trying to make sure that I'm getting it precise. Okay, so now that I have this cut off, I'm gonna put this on and see how it looks and determine. So this is another way, if you can't tell if your wig needs makeup applied to it, you're unsure if it matches, you could just cut the front piece off like that and you'll still be able to add makeup on the rest of the lace with no problem. So you see how this actually, I'm trying to determine, I might need to add a little bit of makeup. I'm sorry, I'm looking into my other phone because looking into this with my ring light kind of messes with my eyes. So I truly can't tell. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Okay, so now that I have it all cut off, I actually forgot to mention to make sure that you part out where your ear tabs are and cut them off, but I forgot and I wasn't about to do it off the screen because I wanted to make sure that was something that I showed. So I always map it out and then I always go a little bit lower to make sure I'm not cutting off too much. So when you see that it's lifting up like that, then that means you need to cut off some more. Okay, so you see now it's laying flat after I went back and cut it like a million times. So since I'm going to do glueless, this is going to be a very easy process and this will be a good thing because this is something that y'all could do at home without having a hairstylist. Okay, so you just take the hair, pull it back, and if you have any clips, that'll be good. So I'm just gonna pull it back and clip that out of the way. And I have to get another clip. Okay, and then you'll take the other side and pull it back out of the way. And then we're going to use the hairspray to spray along the hairline. And I'm actually going to grab my elastic band to tie it off. Okay, so now that I have my elastic band, I just want to make sure everything's flat and positioned the way that I want it. And since I won't be gluing this, you want to make sure that your ball cap is covered. So we're going to take the hairspray and spray along the hairline and tie it off. And since with mine, I can't tell if I need, I'm sorry, y'all, mine's a bit dirty. Since I can't tell if I'm gonna need makeup or not, you do the hairspray first. So this was what I was talking about. When you feel like it's too light, you'll spray it with the hairspray, tie it off, because usually once I put the makeup on and you use hairspray and use the elastic band to tie it, it helps melt everything together. So that shows what you really need to do further along for the hairstyle. So I'm just gonna let this sit for a while. I'm gonna take this off so we can see. Oh my gosh, this looks so freaking good. So yeah, you see what I'm talking about, how you look from the side and you can see it a bit. You'll just want to use makeup to cover that up. And that's what I'm saying, like if you use a lighter shade. So let's say, okay, let's use the example. Let's act like I put a lighter shade on and I look from the side and I see the makeup. Then you'll go on with the next shade, which will be a darker one. Okay, so now that I have everything looking the way that I want to look, the way that I want it to look, I'm just going to take my glue, because I did notice in the mirror I have like these little edges that I want to put down. You could spray it again and, you know, tie it down, but I want to do this for extra security since I will be wearing it for a while. So I'm just going to take a dab of glue on the back of my hand and I'm literally gonna slightly lift the pieces up. And this is not something that you have to do. This is just, since I didn't put glue along my whole head and I want extra security for these edges, just so I'm not out and about and maybe I sweat a little and it lifts up, because the hairspray is just the hairspray. It's not a glue or anything, but it is something that will keep your hair down. I freaking got that on there. But once again, this is not something that's required. This is something that I'm choosing to do, because you could wear this the way it is. So I'm just gonna finish up with the other side and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I glued down the edges and everything is to my liking, I'm just going to take my makeup brush and the shade that I used for my cap. And since I don't have a skinny makeup brush, I just flatten mine out by squeezing it and dabbing some makeup on top and just going along my part. Okay, so usually I black spray my part, but since I don't have brown and I only have black, I don't want to spray it to mess it up, but I just want to okay, so now when it comes to the back of my wig, so you see how you can see my cap? Let me see if I could pin this up and show you. Okay, I just tuck my cap and for the back, I just pull it down because my back won't ever be showing or my hair will never be up like this for me to worry about the back of this. So I just keep it down. If you would have kept the comb in the back, then you could have stuck it under your braid, or you could either sew it down. So when sewing it down, you'll part across, like you'll sew underneath a track basically. In another video that I'll do, I will actually sew down the back of my wig to show you guys, but I never wear mine sewn down, and none of my clients ever wear theirs sewn down. So that's something that I don't care about nor worry about because it's not going nowhere, so I don't worry about it. But I'm going to style this hair. I'm gonna do it off camera, and yeah, but you can wear it straight. It's super soft. Okay, so let me give a review about the hair. It's super soft, super silky, doesn't have a smell, and I really love how it's thick all the way to the ends. I hate when the ends get like very thin and straggly, but no, this hair is thick all the way down, super flowy. I didn't experience any tingling, shedding, nothing. I definitely love how flat that it got with the hot comb and how it still has its shine. That's something that I really love. It's great that it doesn't have any smells towards it, like chemically smell. And I love how easy it was to work with it. This is a very great lace, very great. And the only thing that I wish was I was able to bleach my knots, but this was my first time where I never had my knots bleached, and I actually don't mind it, actually, because I don't even think you can really tell. But this hair is super great. I definitely give it a 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend Luvme to any and everybody, especially if you're just now getting into buying hair, you don't know much about hair. Their hair is definitely very manageable and very affordable, and I don't know, I just can't stop looking at it. Like, it's super great. And then plucking wise, this hair, I was able to pluck it good. I really don't ever be able to get it as good as this, but yeah, everything was great about this hair. So I definitely do recommend you guys to buy. I will leave the details about this specific wig down below, and also down below will be my discount code to actually go on their website and purchase, to make a purchase. You'll get 20% off by using the code Brooklyn20. I'll also leave that in the description below. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm definitely about to get back on YouTube, and I'm definitely about to be a lot better and more consistent, because I definitely want to do more talk throughs over voiceovers because I hate it. But yeah, y'all gotta give me some ideas about videos, and I also want to start doing chit chat. So leave any questions that you have about installing wigs or anything that you have, and the next video that I do, I'll be answering the questions. But thank you again.